You remember Joe from Digimon, right? You know, the cowardly, study-obsessed member of the Digidestined. Well, the new 2020 reboot of Digimon Adventure has been taking a slightly different approach to Joe's character, injecting moments of bravery into his character, and as of episode 39, making him the leader of our Digidestined team. That's right, not Tai, not Matt, but Joe as the new leader. Joe was the oldest member of the team, and since joining, he had inserted himself into this made-up role of the group leader. The thing is, nobody really paid attention to his declaration and kind of laughed it off. Izzy was clearly the most informed about the digital world in those early episodes, and Tai was the courageous one rushing headfirst into fights. But in episode 39, everything changes for Joe. What started as a joke and something the other characters kind of dismissed turned into something much more official in this episode, which was this incredibly strong Joe-centric episode about him stepping up to the plate and even wielding his ultimate Digimon, Zudomon's signature hammer in battle. There was this rage-possessed Digimon that Joe had a connection to, and instead of having our usual monster battle where the bad guy explodes into glitchy pixels at the end, Joe comes up with this elaborate plan that will simultaneously keep the nearby innocent Digimon safe from harm and also revert the rogue Digimon into its calm, normal self without needing to destroy it. He commands the Digidestined squad, asking for their trust to execute on a pretty oddball plan that ends up working perfectly. It's a huge success. And at the end of it, Tailmon, who's new to the squad, she asks Kari what the deal is with Joe, if he's their senpai or their leader. Kari confidently answers that he's both, their leader and their senpai. Between Kari's confirmation and the fact that Mimi, Izzy, and Tai all call him senpai in the aftermath of the fight, something he's been asking them to call him for the whole series, which they rarely ever do, it's clear that the team is not just willing to, but happy to let him hold the title of leader in their group. So what does this mean for Taichi? Does this mean he's no longer the main character, or that the show is now about Joe moving forward? Well, no, absolutely not. No, not at all. I had a few commenters on my last video really upset about the fact that the show was giving Joe the title of leader, or trying to say it was a joke moment, or that Kari was mistaken. But the thing to understand is that Joe being the leader doesn't take away from Taichi and Agumon as the main characters in any way. In fact, in this new reboot series, Tai and Agumon are even more so the focal point than they were in the original. A really good way to think about what's happening in Digimon 2020 with Joe being the leader is honestly a lot like Ida from My Hero Academia being named class representative, or Goku deciding to name Gohan the team leader in the Tournament of Power. Deku is no less the main character in My Hero Academia because he's not the class leader, and Goku is very much still the main character of Dragon Ball Super even after he named Gohan their leader. There's just something about these characters that fit the role of leader, and funny enough, adult Gohan, Ida, and Joe all give off extremely similar vibes, and they deserve the roles of team leader even though they're in the background. Being the team leader is something Joe's wanted from the very start, and to see him earn it this week was really rewarding. I also ran a poll on my community tab asking what people think this means for the show moving forward. About 1,500 people participated, and here's what they think. I asked, how do you feel about Joe being named leader of the Digidestined? Do you think, 1, he'll remain the leader but it won't really mean anything? He'll remain the leader and we'll get some epic Joe moments? He'll hand off the leader role to Taichi in a future scene? Most people here, 56%, said that he'll remain the leader but it won't really mean anything, and that's kind of what I'm saying in the video as well with Ida and Gohan. It is a title and it's official, but again, Taichi is still our main character, Matt is a close second in terms of screen time, and nothing's really changing there. Just a good progression for Joe's character. So that's the latest from Digimon Adventure, why the leader of the Digidestined is neither Matt or Tai, but why that doesn't take away from their characters at all. Honestly, I think the Ida in Class 1A and Gohan in the Tournament of Power thing is the best comparison, so definitely think about it like that. The new show has been making slight tweaks to all of the characters. Honestly, whether it's Sora or Mimi or TK, they're definitely not carbon copies of the 1999 versions. Maybe I'll make a series of videos comparing the 1999 versions versus the 2020 versions. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see, and please, if you like this video, subscribe so that you can catch more Digimon stuff like this. Until next time, thanks for watching and take it easy.